Lavender.
All right, next I want to talk about still can't speak. Okay. Hi, I'm Mallory Brooke, makeup artist and content creator here on YouTube, and I want to talk about some current favorites that have newly been released. I feel like we've had a lot of good new release products. Now there's a couple of products in here that aren't new releases, but they're new to me because of my haircut. But let's go ahead and get into this. So while getting ready, I was watching my friend Kendall's video, the latest one about the girl who ended her boyfriend's life. And it was the most wild case I have heard in so long, just how just crazy this girl just got. And like, oh my gosh, you gotta watch this case. If you are, interested in true crime, definitely check Kendall out. I'm sure you all know of her, heard of her, probably seen her videos. I feel like she does an incredible job at actually just kind of delivering the story without you having an idea of like what she's thinking at the time. And it's really good, like relaxing, sounds so opposite, but like to relax and wind down and like sit with a friend and talk about true crime. That's how Kendall's videos feel. Anyway, crazy case. I'll link it below. But the first product I want to mention is her new CBD broad spectrum lunar lavender supplements. This is from her brand Higher Love Wellness. Look, I haven't even taken the plastic off. But if you saw me unbox this in my vlog recently on members only, I will link below if you're interested in joining members. I upload very, very unfiltered vlogs, and we already talked about Kendall's supplements there. So I wasn't familiar with CBD really. I've never really gotten into it or looked into it or anything like that, but I have to say, so you take 2 gummies at 30 minutes before bedtime. Probably a good idea after you watch one of Kendall's videos before you go to bed, which I do. Take 2 of these and get some good sleep, not thinking about the crazies out there, but oh, they smell so good. It's like candy. Okay, so here's the story. If you don't know, I have glaucoma. So when I was looking into CBD, because I wasn't familiar with it, I know about CBD, but as I was looking more into it and like the effects that it has and all that stuff, I found that if you have glaucoma, it can actually increase the pressure in your eyes. And so that means I can't take it. But Steven loves these and he gets some good sleep too after watching Kendall's videos. Thank you, Kendall. But anyway, if you haven't checked out her brand Higher Love Wellness, they have some great products over there. If you haven't checked out Higher Love Wellness, I will link that below, as well as Kendall's channel. And she does some great things for families like Nick Mick and all of that good stuff. So again, all of that will be linked below. I wish I could continue to take these, but I can't because my body is just against me. All right, next, I have to talk about this. I have a full review and wear test if you would like to see that, but I decided to keep the Mercier Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Foundation. My shade is in the shade 2W1. I'm using my gradual tanner from Tan Luxe, the gradual, as well as the body serum, which is a gradual tanner, and this is my shade currently. If I am not tanned, I believe my shade is 1W1. So anyway, everything I talk about today I will have in the info below, but I love this foundation. It's not what I'm wearing now. I'm actually testing out a different foundation for a review, but I have worn this nonstop since I purchased it and I can't get enough. It's lightweight, it's moisturizing, it gives you a nice natural type of glow, and it lasts all day. I don't notice it wearing down during my workouts, which is really, really nice. And overall, I think it's a beautiful foundation. And if you have dry skin and enlarged pores, fine lines, it moves with all of that. It doesn't enhance your pores at all. It's wonderful. I'm a big fan. You have to try it out. I know already some of you have tried it out and let me know that you love it. So if you haven't already, if your Sephora does samples, you could always get a sample, or I also think Laura Mercier is sold at Nordstrom, and Nordstrom gives samples. So if you're not ready to make the commitment, you can get a sample at your local Nordstrom. Try it out. It's wonderful. All right, next I want to talk about a brand that's new to me, that isn't like so new, but it's new to me. It is the brand Gen C. I love their font. Using their products makes me feel like a really cool girl. I got a PR package sent to me, which is wild because I don't get PR anymore, and I'm not even quite sure how they got my address, but I'm glad they did. They sent me a few of their different products, but the Clean Sheen Cheek lip colors really have been a favorite from trying everything from the brand, and I have have the shade Dragon Fruit and Apricot. These puppies are pigmented. So it's like a squeeze tube, just like the Glossier Cloud Paints, except Cloud Paints are more of a matte to satin finish. And the Gen C Clean Sheen Cheek and Lip colors are a little bit glowier, a little bit more natural. At first, I used Apricot and I couldn't set it down. It reminds me of Laura Mercier's tinted blush in Corsica, but a little bit bolder. So here's Apricot, obviously, and here's Dragon Fruit. Both super gorgeous for spring, and Dragon Fruit has honestly become my go-to out of the two because I've been really loving pinkier blushes. Right now I have Refi's Citrine on just because it goes with my warm glitter and my warm smoky eye. But if you haven't tried anything from Gen C, I highly recommend the Clean Sheen Cheek and Lip colors. Absolutely stunning and clean, actually. Clean products, really, you know, great formula, lasting, and you don't have to layer other pigmentation products over them to get them to show up. Really cute, and I love the font. Whatever font this is, super cool. Since we were talking about blushes, I want to talk about the 3 new shades that M Cosmetics added to their So Soft blush line. I talked about these in my Get Ready
with me and Gossip video,
which if you haven't seen that, you can watch it if you want. I made some good points, what can I say? Anyway, I blended all 3 of these together and I thought it was beautiful, but I want to go over each shade and why I love it. Each shade, okay? Right now, my go-to is Strawberry. Look at it. It's so vibrant and like fruit stainy. I absolutely love this color. And if you're not familiar with the So Soft formulation, it is more of a matte to satin finish. And out of all of the cream blush products that I own, these are definitely the most full coverage, highly pigmented cream blushes out of my entire collection. So the next shade is Demure, which I feel like the shade definitely looks like its name. Okay, so it's like a soft kind of tawny rose shade. So here is Demure next to Strawberry. Then the last shade is a really interesting shade, and I'm surprised I really like it on my pale skin tone because usually these types of lavender pink shades look better on deeper skin tones because they can come off a little ashy on yellow undertoned paler shades of skin. Anyway, this is the shade Chiffon. Oh, I didn't show you what it looks like in the, see how lavendery it is? It's really pretty and it looks good on my fair skin. So here's Chiffon. Anyway, I really, really love all 3 of these shades and I have been using each individual one nonstop. Next are 2 newly released eyeshadow palettes from Huda. Still can't speak. Okay, so I've been making this disclaimer in all of my videos recently because it is still a struggle. I'm still struggling with a migraine. I don't know, you know, sometimes migraines can last like a month or so, or sometimes they could be separate. But since getting prescribed contraindicative eye drops for my glaucoma, because I have glaucoma due to Behçet's, which is vasculitis, and I have neuro Behçet's, which is inflammation in my brain. Eye drops that have been prescribed to me caused more inflammation and therefore triggered an onset of migraines. And now I have been prescribed Imitrex and it takes away the pain pretty good, but the brain fog is still there. Please let me know if you struggle with migraines and what has worked best for you. And I definitely have to look into it because I can't take certain like common medications because of Behçet's. Anyway, all that to say, that's why I can't really think or speak straight. But the Huda Beauty new matte eyeshadow palettes, the mini palette, are beautiful. I am wearing the warm matte Obsessions today. Pretty much every single shade. I just have it smoked out, blended out. I added a little Lemonhead LA. This one is Sugarfish, and then I have just the pure red in Roosevelt. I'll have everything I'm wearing in the info below, by the way, but this formulation is super beautiful and soft and blendable. All right, here is Warm Obsessions swatched on my hand. So pretty, so warm, and yeah, it's kind of really nice because it's kind of like a springy type warm palette because you have these like peachier shades, as you can see that I swatched. But I love Huda Beauty's mini palettes because they're affordable and the formulation is just absolutely wonderful. All right, the other eyeshadow palette that was released is the Matte Cool Obsessions. Now, I feel like when I think of cool toned, like a cool tone palette to go with the warm tone obsessions, I think of more neutral shades. This is definitely plummier, purplier, which is definitely not a palette that I reach for, you know, in general. But I will say, because the formulation's so pretty, that I do enjoy using this. And it does give you a nice, cool toned purple lavender type look, super smoky or very daytime. So if cooler undertones like purple plummies are your thing, you'll love this one. This one's my favorite out of the two, but this is still just as gorgeous. It's just not my reach for everyday cup of tea. Next is a mascara that I have been saying this for months. I feel like brands are really up in their game on mascara releases, and this one is no exception. This is the YSL Lash Clash mascara, and the reason why I love this so much, I used it in my spring glam makeup tutorial. If you would like to see that, I will link that below. It gives you volume, it claims volume, but it gives you like feathery volume. It doesn't give you clumpy volume. It gives you feathery, lightweight volume. It is the mascara I'm wearing today, but I am wearing falsies. Or am I? Should I just say that this mascara is, you know, whatever? This is the mascara. Girl, get your coin. Get your coin. Watch my gossip video. Anyway, wonderful. I love the packaging. It's like a 3D logo here. Matte, soft to the touch. But look at this applicator. Very, very large and in charge, and it's a classic kind of tapered volume type applicator, spoolie, but it doesn't like get all over your eyes. That's one thing I really like. I think they tapered it just enough to like make sure it doesn't do that. Like I love the Rare Beauty Perfect Strokes mascara, but that brush is so big and my eyes are so hooded, I just get it all over. This doesn't smudge or flake, and I love the Rare Beauty formulation, but that's one complaint about that. I feel like you get the same kind of feathery, lightweight, matte black effect without getting it all over your eyes. Two other newly released items from YSL are their Rouge Volupte candy glazes. Now, I talked about the clear one, and when these first got sent to me in my members only vlog like a couple vlogs ago, but the clear one is in like permanently in my bag. It's wonderful on its own because there's skincare in there. It's like a moisture balm, but it gives you a big glossy finish, and it looks gorgeous with like just lip liner and like contouring your lips with lip liner. But these are the other two shades that I really like. The first one is number 6, and I will also swatch these on my lips. So number 6 is like a classic lipstick kind of berry shade. I thought by looking at the actual product in the tube, and I don't know if it's like the effects of looking at it against a cool tone type silver, I thought it would be more red wine stained look, but it's definitely more pinky berry. Also, the very first one that I tried was this shade in number 6, and I just like swiped it on real quick because I had therapy, and I was like, I'm gonna bring a little life to my face so I don't look too crazy today. And I got it all over my face. And I was like, well, I'm glad I looked in the mirror. Oh my God. All right, look how glossy that is, and of course I got it all over my, okay. It's hard without a lip liner, but I wanted to show you without a lip liner what this shade looks like. It's stunning. It has that classic Rouge Volupte scent. If you're not familiar with it, oh my gosh, it's such a good scent. It's not overwhelming, but it reminds me of when I first got into high-end makeup, and one of my first high-end lipsticks was a YSL Rouge Volupte, and this smells just like their classic YSL scent. But the lip liner that I highly recommend with this shade in particular is Anastasia Beverly Hills Sandstone. It brings a little more warmth to the lip, but I wanted to show you on its own. All right, next is the shade 3. Again, I feel like the actual color in these just, it throws me off because it's totally different, I feel. This looked more like deep brown, but it comes off more like deep purple, but it's a really interesting, unique color. Actually, you know, if anything, this is more kind of Merlot-y stained lips. Oh, I got it on my teeth. I'm really making a mess of that lip swatch. Anyway, this is number 3. These aren't sticky, they're just glossy. So your hair doesn't get stuck in them, they're just glossy. And they feel a little heavy, so it's not like a lightweight glossy balm. It's a little bit heavy, like you applied like Lanolips or something, but you're getting a lot of pigmentation and gloss. Anyway, this is the number 3, and the lip liner I like to use with this to just kind of bolden it up is Max Plum. Such a good deep shade. Really beautiful. So anyway, that's number 3. Just realized I'm reapplying the lip combo I had on earlier, but instead of Confident, I'm applying She's Independent, which is lighter than that, but It's working. And the lip liner I have on is Anastasia Beverly Hills Parchment, which is so good for lighter shades like this to bring a little life and warmth to them. Yeah, I applied that and I was like, ooh, that's not what I had on, right? Is it the migraine turning me into a crazy person? All right, I have some hair products for you because I had to purchase new hair products to style this new hair, because the same hair products don't always work for short hair as they do long hair. Most of the time they do, but if you are a dry texturizing spray loving gal, okay, like I am, when your hair is this short, every time I see it, I get surprised by it. You don't really want volume towards the top because then it starts to look like a mom bob, and that's not my goal. Nothing wrong with a mom bob, it just wasn't my goal. So I like to use something a little heavier when my hair is this short as far as a texturizing spray, like R&Co's Trophy Spray, or I just repurchased, and I haven't purchased this since my hair was really short, the Kevin Murphy Bedroom Hair Flexible Texturizing Spray. This has a little bit of weight to it. It's got the wonderful Kevin Murphy scent. I love Kevin Murphy hairstyling products. They are some of my top favorites, if not my favorites, honestly. Kevin Murphy, Bumble and Bumble, R&Co, and Kerastase are really my favorite styling products as far as like finishing style products. They incredible. This gives you a little bit of shine and weight and like a conditioning type feel. It doesn't necessarily make your hair feel dirty, but you get rid of that super clean feeling on day one wash with short hair. And short hair just ends up, honestly, in my opinion anyway, looks better with a little bit of texture, and you know, here we are. Kevin Murphy Bedroom Spray. It is exactly what it sounds like. You know, bedhead, bedroom hair. Think undone, kind of like if your hair's longer, kind of sexy loose waves, you know, Raquel Welch type hair, Bridget Bardot without the volume, you know, because if your hair's longer. That's bedroom spray. It's wonderful, especially if your hair's short. The next thing is a new product that I've never tried from Kevin Murphy, but I purchased it because I was like, I need this. I need a pomade, but I don't want to go like super matte. I still want my hair shiny and having movement, but I need it to have some like hold and pieciness. So I purchased the Kevin Murphy Super Goo. Now, as you can see, it says shine here. Hold, not as much. I want my hair to still be able to move, but I want the shine there and the texture, and I actually apply it right to my part to kind of reduce any frizz or volume because my hair is naturally curly. The packaging is so cool. Check it out. It's like a little mini toolbox, and then this is the actual product. I have a hair tutorial either coming up or it's already up. If it's already up, I will be sure to link that below on how I just get this kind of loose wave situation. But anyway, Kevin Murphy Super Goo, it also has some hair conditioning benefits to it. So it's not just a styling product. They've added, you can also apply this to damp hair. It has, oh, what are the fancy names for all these oils? Anyway, it's really good and moisturizing for your hair. Last but not least, OLAPLEX number 4D Clean Volume Detox Dry Shampoo. This is amazing. It doesn't leave a white residue. I've already done a short on it and I've already talked about it. It's great for first day wash hair like today. So you can apply this while your hair's still clean, and then overnight your scalp will absorb oil. You don't feel this in your hair. It's not a gritty type of feel. You don't feel it at all. Your hair just feels like you actually washed it. Now, if you use it for 3 days in a row, it's product buildup, you're gonna end up feeling it. If you use it a couple days in a row and immediately, you're not gonna feel it. But just, you know, it's not healthy for your scalp to have buildup anyway, but I absolutely love this dry shampoo. It is the best dry shampoo I have ever tried, and I'm saying this because I've tried a lot and I have sensory issues, so dry shampoo, I would rather wash my hair more frequently than just load up on dry shampoo, because it, like, if this makes sense at all, it makes sense to me because it happens to me. If I have a gritty feeling on my scalp, it like hurts my teeth. This doesn't do that. And it doesn't give you any type of white cast. It's wonderful. Well, those are all of my favorites from new releases. A couple weren't new releases, like, you know, the Kevin Murphy stuff's been around for a while, but I know I've done a few other recent favorite videos. If you would like to see those, I will link them below. I've just had a lot of favorites, and we've had a lot of good new releases, so I just want to feature and mention those. Let us know what you are loving. They could be new releases or new products to you. I'd love to know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like. It helps me out so much. It lets YouTube know that you enjoy my content, so you actually see my videos in your feed. And if you haven't already, subscribe to see more videos from me. And that's all the thoughts I have for today.
My brain is quitting on me.
Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.
All right.